Hey guys, Deandra here at the Majestic Repertory Theater in Las Vegas, Nevada for the advanced sneak preview of Screamed, an unauthorized musical parody of the 1996 film Scream. Let's go check it out.
Take a little walk to the edge of town and go across the track where the viaduct looms like a bird of doom as it shifts and cracks, where secrets lie in the border fires and the humming wires. Yeah, man, you know you're never coming back. Across the square, across the bridge, past the mills, past the stacks. On a gathering storm comes a tall, handsome man in a dusty black coat with a red right hand.
All right, we're here with Troy. He is the mastermind behind Screamed. And how long did this take you to make?
Literally 5 months.
5 months. I was expecting a little longer.
5 months ago, I typed a title page that said Screamed, an unauthorized musical parody. And I said, I'm going to put this on social media. And if it gets enough engagements, within 4 hours, we'll do the actual show. And it got it within minutes.
Wow. So how did you pick the songs? Did you write all this by yourself?
I wrote the show, picked the songs. I work with an arranger. His name's Brandon Scott Grayson. He's a musical genius. We worked together a couple of years ago when we did The Craft, an unauthorized musical parody. And the process is we watch the movie a couple of times, get the vibe, read the screenplay, and then beat out the scenes. And then we look through the song catalog and figure out which song fits the mood. But actually with this one, the first song we chose was Torn. And that makes, if you saw the show tonight, so you get why that worked.
I have to tell you, I was freaking out when Ghostface had his solo to Red Right Hand because I was not expecting that out of all the songs. I figured maybe they'd have a nod, but to actually have him sing it was really cool. Was that a moment when you thought, oh, we have to put that in and this is who has to do it?
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of the 90s movies, they have these random soundtracks with nothing really iconic. But Red Right Hand, I mean, that's still in the series today. And to make that a cabaret burlesque turn for Ghostface was a no-brainer for us.
If you could do one next, what do you think you'd do? And I just want to say, as an Elm Street fan, there is a little bit of a jab at Nightmare in there.
No, I'm being for real. Like, Nightmare on Elm Street isn't even cool enough to get its own unauthorized musical parody.
Is that on the table?
It quite possibly is. We're looking at options.
Yay! Well, thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it. You guys, of course, have to check out this musical, and we're going to interview more of the cast and crew and bring that to you. So thank you, Troy.
Thank you.
All right, we're here with Carly, who plays Gale Weathers. I mean, how fitting is this? All right, say something in your Gale voice.
Hello, this is Gale Weathers, Toxic Propaganda News.
I love it. So, what do you love most about playing Gale?
What I love most about playing Gale is that I feel like Gale in my real life. Gale is a bad bitch. She knows what she wants, and she takes advantage of every opportunity to do what she needs to do to get to the bottom of the story. And I'm not lying, that is like me in real life, so.
Then that's perfect casting. Yes. So if you could do another unauthorized musical parody of a horror movie, what would you do? What would you love to be in?
Carrie.
Do you have a particular role in mind?
Carrie.
Oh, perfect! Why Carrie?
She's so misunderstood, but powerful and amazing and just beautiful. She is Carrie.
I hope you get that chance.
Yes, me too.
From her lips to Troy's ears.
Troy. Next one.
We're here with Stefan, aka Randy Meeks, who, by the way, I love that you were like the ringmaster of the whole show. What is it like playing Randy? How did you prepare for that character?
It's definitely a bigger role than traditionally in the movie because he is a wraparound narrator, and there's lots of little references that Troy wrote into the script. A bunch of different movies. Not everyone catches them, but there's tons. And they're just packed full. So I did a lot of research into all of these different movies, references, because I know a lot of movies, but there's some really deep cuts in some of these lines, and even if you go see the show, there's even some fake movies along the walls to throw a couple people off that are pretty good Easter eggs if you can find them.
If you could do another unauthorized horror parody musical, what horror movie would you want to do and who would you want to play?
We've talked about what would be the next installment, whether it would be something like Nightmare on Elm Street or something like doing one of the Jason films or something like that, but I don't know if I could pick because I'm so bad with favorites. I don't think I could actually ever pick a favorite horror movie.
All right, we're here with Katie Marie, who is both Tatum and Casey Becker. So how did you come to get involved with the theater? Have you done a lot with the theater before?
Yeah, I've actually worked with Troy since 2016. I did Bring It On with him over at Spring Mountain Ranch. Literally, it feels like a million years ago, and we've just been working together ever since. He's such an amazing director that I swear this town is so lucky to have him. So any chance I get to work with Troy, I'm like, yes, sign me up. I'll be there in 2 seconds.
What was it like, and what do you enjoy about playing two characters, and then kind of how you decide what your persona is going to be in the musical for each?
I think it was weirdly easy. I feel like once you put on the blonde bob, you know exactly how to play Casey. And once you put on the boobs, you know how to play Tatum. It's very easy. It was very costume specific for me. But definitely watching the movie and just trying to find their mannerisms and then amplifying them for stage.
I think you succeeded.
Thank you.
Absolutely. It was so much fun watching her. She has so much energy on stage. Now, if you were to do another unauthorized horror movie musical parody, that's a mouthful, what horror movie would you like to do a musical parody of, and do you have a character that you would like to play?
I don't know if I have a character, but the birds. Why not? Because I feel like Schitt's Creek already kind of parodied it a little bit, and I feel like that would be hysterical. Or Tremors. Why not? Because why not?
Exactly. Why not? That would be hilarious. That's kind of unexpected.
Yeah.
If somebody did Tremors, you could have the worms dancing around everywhere.
I think a worm tap solo would be perfect. I don't know. That's a thought. Troy, write it.
Troy, this has all been a bunch of messages for Troy to do things.
Troy, come on. Write Tremors the musical.
Well, thanks, Katie. We really appreciate it. We've got Lizzy, who plays Sydney, with us. Well, thank you so much for taking the time, Lizzy. What was it like playing Sydney Prescott?
Oh, she's so cool. She's literally can I say bad word?
Say whatever you want.
She's a badass. And honestly, embodying that makes me feel like a badass. It was a dream, genuinely a dream to work with this role.
How did you prepare for it?
So I've always loved 90s punk pop. And this, when I heard about the show, I was like, okay, this is kind of up my alley. And then I got the set list for the show, and I was like, okay, I know all these songs. This is great. Lots of just working with Troy, an amazing director, just the guidance, all of it, just kind of feeding off the cast's energy and just giving it my all. I think it helped make a pretty good performance.
So now that you've overcome this mountain, what would be the next, if you were in another horror movie musical parody, what movie would you like to do, and maybe what character would you like to play?
Nightmare on Elm Street would be kind of iconic. I don't know if I'm the type, but it would be really fun.
I think you could do so amazing at that. She's just sticking with all the final girls here.
No, you gotta.
Exactly. Well, I hope to see that in the future, Troy. Definitely listen to her, cast her. You know what's up. Dudes, I'm here with Billy and Stu, or Ray and Joey, Billy and Stu. And listen, you guys were so funny together. I am beyond amazed. So how did you each prepare for your characters? Like, what did you do to slip into the OG killers, these icons?
So I'm like a huge Scream geek. I love the movie so much. I've seen it so many times. So I kind of just had it in my brain already, to be honest with you. And then once I get the butt cut on, I mean, that's it. That's all you need.
Did you go in auditioning where you're like, I've got to be Billy. I have got to be Billy?
I really wanted to, yeah. I was talking with Troy about it a little bit, and I was like, I mean, that'd be really cool if I could. And we've worked together, me and Troy, for a couple years now. So luckily, he knows what I'm capable of.
You crushed it.
Thank you.
You crushed it. And now we're over to Stu. Can you tell us how you prepared to play Stu? What did you do? Did you just rewatch all his movies? Or
Well, not like all his movies. Truthfully, the only 2 Matthew Lillard movies I've seen is Scream and both the Scooby-Doos. People always told me I look like Matthew Lillard. I've been aware of this for a minute now. We already have some of the same mannerisms. So, I mean, with Scream, it was a matter of watching Scream and then being like, oh, I do that.
did you guys audition together at all, or did you like automatically
No.
bond when you came to working together?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't audition together at all. I'd actually really only met him in passing maybe once or twice. But when we started working together, I was like, oh, he's awesome.
But this is the first time I've actually like been able to work with Ray. I met him one time at my bar, and that was it. And then this started, and yeah, no, but it's a real bromance.
If you guys could pick another unauthorized horror movie musical to be in, what movie would you like to do? And if you have a character you'd like to play, who would it be?
Okay.
Who's got the answer first?
I've got like 3 options.
Okay, give it to me.
Can I give you all 3?
Go ahead.
All right, boom. Okay, The Ring, I think would be really cool. I just see Samara crawling out of the TV with like some really awesome song. Another like very campy, very stupid, Jurassic Park. It would be dumb, right? It would be super dumb, but like we could do puppetry with that. You could have people in those inflatable dinosaur costumes. Like you can go any direction. Third one, super different from what Troy's done ever, but Alien, I think would be rad too. It'd be really cool.
Those are great ideas.
Thank you.
We have been joking that this has been a lot of just sharing ideas back to Troy and giving him messages of what you need to do next. What about you, Joey? What would you like to do?
Those were great answers. I don't even have a horror movie as an answer. The answer I have was actually like a joke that was posted on our story. It was a picture of me and Ray from the show, and can we get a yeah.
It's gotta be
Titanic. And we could probably do the same cast,
Yeah.
Except I'm Rose,
Yes.
and he's Jack, and so I don't know sinking on a boat's pretty scary.
I would call it a horror.
I wouldn't want.
a drama.
I wouldn't want to drown personally.
Guys, I'm here with Noah, who's also the choreographer of Screamed. Thanks for coming out and talking to me, Noah.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here.
How did you how do you start choreographing the whole show, and like do you write it down? Like how does that work? It seems so complex.
So I write some things down. Sometimes I come in, especially with this project, I came in to learn the cast and who they are and how they move, and can they do some of the things I want them to do. My whole goal as a choreographer is to get the cast to look and feel amazing.
You're also Dewey. How did you
Yes.
come up with your interpretation of Dewey for this?
Definitely Troy with his direction. He's a fantastic director, a creative individual. That is why I've always wanted to work with him. He sees things that other people don't see, and I just want to love on him so much because he's just so brilliant. And it made me want to just be here. And when I got to work with him as a director and him giving me intention with Dewey, it made it easy to not have to worry, will I find this character? I can focus on the choreography. At the same time, he will give me direction to help me find that character, and I can do my own work in that process. It was really fun, and with Carly as well. We just got to play and find our connection. Really, if we don't have that connection, the story's lost.
Now, if you were to do another unauthorized horror movie musical parody, what horror movie would you like to do? And maybe if you have a character you'd like to play in it, who would that character be? If not, whatever movie you'd like to do and just let the wind take you.
Interesting. I mean, I grew up on the Nightmare on Elm Street movies because with Freddy Krueger, and they ruined my life. I mean, the Nightmare on Elm Street and Freddy Krueger, that could be so ridiculous. So many things with maybe Fosse with the glove and the knives and
Jazz hands.
lots of jazz hands. And obviously that's a franchise that's, incredibly strong. So that could be a good one. That would be really fun.
I would be there so fast because that is
Oh,
my heart
I didn't
and
even
soul.
see.
So
Oh, well, then we're ready.
I'm
You're going to
ready.
be in it.
I would love to be. I don't care who I am.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
I'll be the boiler.
Perfect. You're in.
Great.
Cast The Boiler.
That's all I do. I just go like this.
You've trained.
I
can
have.
tell.
I have
classically
some
trained over
experience
here.
with boilers. Yeah. Well,
Perfect.
thanks, no. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Hey guys, we're here with Keegan, who is a jack of all trades in Screamed. Thank you for coming and spending time talking to me. I know you have other places to be.
Sure.
So how did you come up with all of the different interpretations? Because you have so many different characters that you play in this, and they're all hilarious, and they just tie everything together so well. So, how did you balance that? Because you have a lot of work to do.
I think the biggest thing was Troy was great, the writer and director, artistic director of Majestic Repertory Theater. Please come see other shows. They're coming out. He kind of laid it out for me. He just gave me a plan of, okay, so there's a bit where I become 4 different reporters at the same time. And so the only way to make that work is you just have to pick one little switch to make it work. So whether it's making it a little raspy in the voice or just making it kind of crazy or just kind of making it very innocent. Just a little switch, and that way you can make it a completely different person.
If you could do another unauthorized horror movie musical, what horror movie would you like to do? And if you had a character or something that you'd like to be, I mean, obviously I need a fellow boiler maybe if we're doing a Nightmare on Elm Street, but what would you like, what movie would you like to do?
Oh my God, Cabin in the Woods. It is the best meta horror comedy ever. The finale scene when you see every possible character come out from the elevators.
It is such a good movie. I don't even remember what the burnout's name is, but you could kill as him.
The stoner?
Yes.
Oh my God, that would be so much fun when he takes the bong
Yes!
out. Yes. Oh my God.
Troy.
Yeah.
Troy, do you hear this?
Yeah.
Make it happen.
It'll be big.
Well, thanks for your time. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Great job. Good luck with the rest of the show.
Thank you.
Wrap you in his arms, tell you that you've been a good boy. He'll rekindle all the dreams that took you a lifetime to destroy.